Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial by Zebra Code. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to use Cygwin and NetBeans IDE for C and C++ programming. A lot of developers use the NetBeans IDE primarily for Java programming. There's good news out there. We can also use the NetBeans IDE for other programming languages, including C and C++ programming languages. To be able to use the NetBeans IDE for C or C++ programming language, you would need the Cygwin or the MinGW C++ compilers. It is possible to use the MinGW compiler for C++ programming with NetBeans IDE. However, there are some limitations, and I will explain that later on. So, it is advisable that you install the Cygwin compiler with your NetBeans IDE so that you will be able to use the interactive terminal for your C++ or C programming language. During this tutorial, we will carry out some tasks and visit the website for Cygwin download. In the course of this tutorial, we will download and install Cygwin. We will set environment variable path for the Cygwin compiler. We will install C/C++ plugins in NetBeans IDE. And we will create a C++ project in the NetBeans IDE. To download the Cygwin compiler, we will go to their official website, which is this website here. However, you can also do a Google search for Cygwin download, and it will take you to their official website. Some cases, you will hear it pronounced Cygwin or Cygwin. It is the same application or the same compiler that they are referring to. Why am I suggesting Cygwin compiler for the NetBeans IDE? The reason is simple. It is also possible to use the MinGW compiler. However, when you try to run interactive applications, you will get an error message, and you will get a message that says local terminal requires Cygwin. Please install Cygwin and restart IDE. What that means is you can use the NetBeans IDE to write C++ code and run it with the MinGW compiler. However, if you try to write C++ code in NetBeans IDE and the code is interactive, you cannot use the MinGW compiler to run it. You will get this error message. So to avoid that situation, that is why I suggest that we install Cygwin compiler straight away. Now, I will follow this link to get to the official website where we can download Cygwin. Once again, you can do a Google search to get to their official website. By following the link in the previous slide, I am now on the official website for Cygwin, www.cygwin.com. As at the time of recording this video, this is how their website looks. Now click on Install Cygwin, and this page will open. Here, it says installing and updating Cygwin for 64-bit versions of Windows. Run setup x86 64.exe. This is the one I'm going to click on. I'll click on it. Great. It has finished downloading, and I'm going to search for it in where it was downloaded to on my computer. I will click on the Show in Folder icon. Great, it was downloaded to my downloads folder. It is a .exe file, so I'm going to double click on it to run it. Now this window will pop up. This is the setup program for it. Now click Next. Here it says install from internet. It's ticked by default. Let's leave it as it is. Click Next. And here it shows the root directory where it is going to be installed on our computer. In my case, it says it will be installed on the C drive. I will leave it as it is. And here it says install for all users, recommended. If you don't want to install it for all users, you can install it for just me. In my case, I'm going to install it for all users. Click Next. And here it shows the local package directory. Click Next. And here it shows use system proxy settings. Leave it as it is by default. Click Next. And here it shows available download sites. But I will just click here, Cygwin mirror constant. You can click any one. Click Next. Now it is downloading. Great. This page will open. We have some selections to make in here. Here it shows package all. You can click on it to see all. So there are many. I'm going to collapse it. Now I will type in here GCC and click all. And this one here that says dev EL, click on it. Here, let's click the GCC-G++, and I will click the latest, which is this one, as at the time of recording this video, 11.3. Take it. Here, and this one that says GCC-Core, click on it, select the latest, and take it. Now, click on this one again, or clear it. Now, type in make. And here we have CMake. Tick on this one, and select the latest. Now, type in GDB. Select here the 12 is test, so I will go for 11.2. Click this one. Now type in open SSL. Open SSL. I will select this one, take it. And one more, now type in Vim. And you can select here, latest, select the editor. We can also select the CMake. And now click Next. It says here, review and confirm changes. Click Next. It is downloading. We have only just selected some components to download and install. You may not need all of these. Be patient. It is downloading. In the event you did not select all components, or you need to add additional components later, you can always come back to select and install it. Great. Now the installation status says installation complete. Here, create icon on desktop, add icon to start menu. The boxes are ticked by default. You can untick them or leave them as they are. Now click finish. Now I will minimize this. Great. Now I have the shortcut icon for Cygwin 64 terminal on my desktop. I can always click on this one to launch it. Now that we have successfully installed Cygwin on our computer, the next thing is to set the environment variable path for Cygwin. To do that, I will open my File Explorer. Now I have my File Explorer open. It was installed on my C drive. I'll first go to C drive. Now on my C drive, it says here Cygwin 64. I'll double click on it. And the folder here that says bin, double click on it and copy the path. Make sure that it ends with \bin. Select the path and copy it. So let's set the environment variable. To do that, in the search area of your computer, type in variables, and the edit system environment variables option will open. Click on it. Great. Now click on environment variables. Here, select path for the system variables. Click on edit. Now click on new and paste the path you just copied, which is, in my case, C:\/ Cygwin 64 \bin. Make sure that it ends with bin. Hit enter. Now let's move it right to the top so that it takes precedence. Use a move up. Great. Now click OK, OK, and OK. OK for everything. Now I can minimize this or close it. This time I am going to open my Netbeans IDE, which I have already installed. We open it here. Great. Now with NetBeans open, before we install the plugins, let's check a few things. Go to Window, click on IDE Tools and select Terminal. Try to type something here. You see, I am not able to type anything here. That was the reason why we installed Cygwin, so that we'll be able to type something here when we try to run our interactive C++ code in the terminal. Okay, that was just to test that one for you. First, let me maximize this. Now, let's install some plugins that we can use to write C++ program. To do that, click on Tools, click on Plugins, and this page will open. Now with this page open, if you click on Available Plugins, we don't have C++ yet. C++ has not been installed here. But if we click here on Installed, we have C++ and some other tools. But here we have C++. It is not active at the moment. Now click on Settings. Now click on this icon here for NetBeans. And this time click on Available Plugins. And here we have C++ added to it now. Click on this tick box and click Install. Here click Next. Read and accept the license agreements. Tick this box. Now click Install. It is downloading the plugins. Be patient. If you get this screen, cannot complete the validation of download plugins. Click on choose unpacked 200. Click open. Now click continue. Great. It says here installation completed successfully. Click finish to quit the NetBeans IDE installer. The NetBeans IDE installer has successfully installed the following plugins: C/C++. Now click finish. Now close it. Here you may want to restart your NetBeans IDE. After restarting it, now let's create a C++ project in NetBeans IDE and run it. Click on File, or click on this one here. I will click File, New Project. Great. Now we have the folder option here, C/C++. Click on it, and this part will be active. We can create any type of C++ application here. Now I will click on C/C++ application. Click Next. And here now let's give it a name. I will call it my CPP project. My CPP project is the name of my project. And project location, I will leave it as it is by default as document NetBeans project, but you can change it if you have a reason to change it to another location. Now click finish. Great. Now our project has been created. My CPP project. Click on it to expand it. Now we have some files here: header files, resource files, source files, test files, important files. But for now, click on source files. And we have here the main.cpp. Double click on it. Great. Here I'm going to select everything in this file and delete it. Now I will enter some C++ code. Include IOString, include string using namespace std for standard, int main, return 0 semicolon. Now say cout hello world. Headline cout I love C++ and NetBeans. Headline. Now save it. Ctrl+S. Before we run it, let's build the project. To do that, go to Run, Build Project, my CPP project. Great. It says build successful. Now let's run it. Run project my CPP. Great, it was run successfully. And here it says hello world. I love C++ and NetBeans. Everything was printed out correctly. This is great. Now there are two things I need to show you here. The first one is, let's look at the build. If you look at it here, it actually shows that this application was built with the main GW. not Cygwin. I have MinGW installed on my computer, and that is what it is using at the moment. So what I need to explain to you here now is, with MinGW, you can run C++ application with the Netbeans IDE successfully. This is a normal C++ code. But if we try to write a piece of code where we would expect the user to enter some details or enter some information, we will not be able to use the interactive terminal. That was the reason I said before that we are going to install the Cygwin and not the MinGW. So I will use both of them for you now to see that. Now I'm going to stop this one for now. Now I'm going to enter more code. Say here string MSG, that's for message. Hi, string MSG equals hi, string name, cout, enter your name, end line, cin, name, cout, msg, name, end line. Now save it. This time let's build it and run it again. Build project, my CPP project. Great. It was built successfully. Build was successful. Now let's run it. Run project, my CPP project. Great. It was built successfully and it was run successfully. But now it says enter your name. I cannot enter my name. If I type in here zebra, the interactive terminal is not coming up. Let me stop this one first. Now the interactive terminal is not coming up. I'm not able to enter my name. Before we fix that, let's check something first. Go to Window, IDE Tools, Terminal, and try to type something. I'll type in here zebra. It's not responding, so I cannot type into this interactive terminal. The reason for that is easy to understand. The Netbeans IDE requires a Cygwin local terminal, and we need to set that. And the most important thing I'm going to point out to you here now is that we have not actually configured our Netbeans IDE to use the Cygwin compiler that we installed earlier. So we need to do that. And once that one is done, we will be able to use the terminal. To add our Cygwin compiler, go to Tools, click on Options, and here we have this icon, C/C++. Click on it. Great. At the moment, the Netbeans IDE is using my MinGW compiler. So we can add a compiler to it, or remove a compiler, or even duplicate a compiler. So the first thing I'm going to do now is to add the one that we installed, which is Cygwin. Add, and this window will open. Now let's browse to the location where we installed our Cygwin, and the directory that we installed our Cygwin was the C drive. Browse. C drive, Cygwin 64. Then click on bin. Now open it. Great. Now it has found our base directory, which is the location for our Cygwin. Now click OK. Great. Now the screen has changed. It has now picked Cygwin and not main GW anymore. I can remove my main GW or leave it, but for now I'll just click OK. For that to take effect, I will need to restart NetBeans and shut it down and open it again. Now I'm going to open my NetBeans again. Okay, now I have restarted NetBeans. I'm going back to the application, source files, main.cpp. Now I'm going to build it again. Great, it was built successfully. Now I'm going to run it. Run project. Great. And here now it says enter your name. I'll enter zebra code. Zebra code. Hit enter. Exactly. Here now it says hi zebra code. So the interactive terminal is working, and it is working with the Cygwin compiler. This was the reason why I said we should go for Cygwin and not main GW. And you have seen how we can use both the main GW and Cygwin compilers to work with the NetBeans IDE for C and C++ programming language. This video was to show you how to use Cygwin and main GW compilers for C++ programming language using the NetBeans IDE. I hope you learned something from it. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not already subscribed, and remember to turn on the notification bell so that each time I post a new video, YouTube will notify you. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye for now.